Perfect. 2 seasons in the hot seat as captain. Promotion and relegation. You've experienced the highs and the lows. Do you feel like you've grown and matured as a captain? And what do you think the viewers can expect from the team for next summer?
Yeah, I mean, on the captaincy side, I've definitely matured and learnt a lot over the last couple of seasons. The first season, looking back, was easy because we were performing so well. Sure. And the pressures were off. Well, I wouldn't say the pressure was off because it's a different type of pressure when you're at the top of the table and you're having to win games and stuff. So I learned a lot in that first season. But this year, through difficult times, I've also sort of picked up quite a bit in terms of captaincy knowledge. And I mean, I want to continue to sort of to grow as a captain because you're always learning. And I think I have learned a lot. And there's a lot that can be improved from our point of view, from our captaincy point of view, and then I think from a team point of view, we have learned a heck of a lot over the last 7-8 months in particular, from the start of Division 1 in April, and we all want to be improving, competing in Division 1 in the future. So I think the expectation from the team is going to be, for next year, is the guys are determined to make sure that we get ourselves back up there. And already in the first couple of weeks of training, you can see the steel in the squad and the determination to make sure that we are fitter and stronger and better prepared going into April.
Brilliant. Just touching on the training, some of the lads we've spoken to previously said it's some of the toughest introduction to pre-season or off-season that they've ever known. It's been, I think, straight in, hitting the ground running really. Just talk the viewers through some of the stuff you've been up to.
Yes, I mean, it's probably the hardest running I've done since I played hockey. Really? in terms of fitness, first sort of week and a half, 2 weeks of fitness. We've done a lot of running, but within reason, to the degree of we're not trying to break guys down. We're trying to push barriers and break mental barriers and physical barriers at the same time. And I mean, it's been a good challenge, and it will continue to get harder, I'm sure, over the next sort of couple of weeks. But going closer to the season, we'll be better for it, getting our core levels of fitness up. And Jamie Tallent's doing a fantastic job with us at the moment in making sure that we will be prepared physically for the season.
Brilliant. One thing I wanted to ask you about is sort of the last 4 or 5 years, I think there's appeared to be an emphasis on 4-day cricket, and obviously that's the first class cricket is the pinnacle of a county cricketer's career, I suppose, culminating in the promotion 2012. What do you think the squad has to do to go that extra mile, I suppose, in T20 and next year 50 over cricket to get us to that quarter-final, semi-final? Final, trophies. I don't think we're a million miles off.
No.
I think with the T20s last year, it's close.
I think obviously the skills that you require in one-day cricket are slightly different to the skills in the 4-day game. The 4-day game is slightly more disciplined, and you can get away with having as a batsman, you don't have to have a greater array of strokes necessarily. You just have to be disciplined in your scoring areas. Whereas in one-day cricket, you have to be able to score 360 degrees nowadays, and also it's turned into such a power game that there's those elements involved as well. And the bowling disciplines also very different in terms of a lot more slow balls and slow ball bounces and everything that's come into the one-day game. And I think with having a young squad, you learn that over your career. With having a fairly young squad, we've been developing that over the last sort of few seasons, and I think it is important that we start to kick on and start to be more consistent in one-day cricket, and that's what we'll be looking for next season. I believe in the 2020 that yes, we had a little bit of a sort of a stutter halfway, but we showed great promise, especially with the start that we had. And I know it was a shortened game, but beating Notts as well it was a big game, a big win for us. Yeah. So we've definitely shown the potential that we can perform in one-day cricket, and I think it'll be the responsibility of us as players to make sure that we do achieve it in the next couple of seasons, and starting with the 50 over competition next season.